Hello guys, how are we all doing? Welcome back to yet another video. Now today we are back with another predictions video, and today we're doing the National League for the 21-22 season, so let's get into this. Before we get into this video guys, if you haven't already, do leave a thumbs up on this one. Let's get 50 likes for the National League on this predictions video. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and let's get started with the predictions. Right then guys, we'll work our way from bottom to top through the table. Just a reminder, there is only 23 teams, and remember, no one got relegated last year, so this is going to be interesting. In my bottom three, I've gone for Dover Athletic, Weymouth and Wealdstone. Now let's start at the bottom with Dover Athletic. They were very lucky not to get relegated last year after the National League North and South were declared null and void. They are the bookies' favourites to go down and bottom. They are 200 to 1 on getting promoted out of the National League to the Football League, so it's just not going to happen, is it? And I'm sorry Dover fans, I have put you bottom. Alongside you have gone for Weymouth and Wealdstone, who are the bookies' two other favourites to get relegated. They finished 19th and 18th last year, and Wealdstone conceded 99 goals in 42 games last year, which is the most, which is absolutely mental. 99 goals they conceded. Just staying up, I've gone for Kings Lynn, Woking, Maidenhead and Altrincham. Now Kings Lynn finished 21st last year, I've put them 20th, so they're just going to survive by the skin of their teeth due to my prediction. Woking finished 20th last year, I put them one better in 19th. Maidenhead finished 13th last year, so this is a bit of a drop off for them, but I do think they will stay up. And Altrincham did finish 17th last year, so I've put them where they were last year. The four clubs above that, which I think will be mid-table, are Aldershot, who finished 15th last year. I've put them 16th, so pretty much the same as last season. Boreham Wood, who finished 14th last year. One of the things I noticed with Boreham Wood last season was they drew the most out of any team in the National League. 16 draws. Just think, if you turn them into wins, they could have been so much higher in the table, but I think it's going to be a very similar season for them again, just below mid-table. Also joining them in mid-table, I've gone for Eastleigh and Barnet. Eastleigh did finish in and around the top 10 last year, so this would be a bit of a drop-off. Meanwhile, Barnet finished 22nd last year, so this would be a vast improvement. Remember, they were in the Football League not that long ago, and I think they really do need to get back up there desperately. But in the National League, it can be very tricky. Once you're stuck down there, it's really hard to get back up. Remember, only two teams get promoted. In the top half, I've gone for Bromley, Yeovil Town, FC Halifax, and Dagenham and Redbridge. These are four teams which I think all have the potential to get in the top 7. Remember, you only have to finish in the top 7 to have a chance of getting promoted, so if you're sniffing around mid-table for most of the season, you've got a good chance. Bromley finished 7th last year, but lost out in the playoffs when they played Hartlepool, who went on to get promoted. We have Yeovil Town, who finished 16th last year. That's a drop-off. Remember, Yeovil Town, they were in the Championship about 8 years ago, which is just a madness to see how far they've fallen. Yeovil Town, I think, maybe mid-table next year, could do better than that. I've also got FC Halifax, who finished 10th last year, to finish 10th again this year. Halifax are another team that are pretty solid for the National League, could finish anywhere. And the London club, Dagenham and Redbridge, are going to do a little bit better than last season. Last year they finished 12th. This year I think they'll be on the cusp of the playoffs. Like I said, with any of these teams, they could sneak in there. This is where it gets extremely tricky, and there are some big clubs in the National League this year. This is honestly really hard to predict. In 8th place, I've gone for relegated Southend United. Now their fortunes need to turn around at some point. They were terrible in their most recent season in League 1 and the same in League 2. They've slipped down the divisions and they really need to reverse their fortunes. I think they're going to be in and around the battle for the playoffs this year. Hopefully for their fans, they can get some good players through the door and have a good chance of bouncing back. I've also gone for Solihull Moors to finish 7th. Now they finished 11th last year. They're my local National League team. I do go and watch them every now and then. Solihull FC by the NEC. Now they're a funny team. Solihull have been in the playoffs a couple years recently, and I think they could be a team that sneak in there next season. I've also gone for Grimsby Town to make the playoffs. They finished bottom of League 2 last year. What a stinker that was. I think they're going to be in the top 7 this time. They could even go for the top 3. I've also got Wrexham to be in and amongst it. Wrexham are obviously one of the bigger clubs in the National League. They finished 8th last year, just missing out on the playoffs. I think this time around, if they hang on to their star players from last season, I think they're going to be there and thereabouts. I've put Wrexham 5th, but they could finish higher than that. In 4th place, I've gone for Chesterfield. They finished 6th last year. I think they'll be there and thereabouts. Chesterfield did give Knox County a really good game in the playoffs, losing 3-2. That was a dramatic game with Knox County scoring in the last minute, but I think it is really hard to get out of the National League. I've said it before, only one team goes up automatically, so you either need to win the league or win the playoffs, and if you finish between 4th and 7th, then you have to win 3 lots of games in the playoffs: the quarter-final, the semi-final and the final. And in my top 3, in 3rd place, I've gone for Knox County. Knox County, arguably one of the biggest clubs in this division. They finished 5th 5th last year, and remember they had some dramatic games in the playoffs, beating Chesterfield and then going out to Torquay, but it wasn't without its drama, and I think Knox County will have another solid season. They could be one of the teams with potential to go on and win this league, because there's no one standout favourite. It could be any team that wins this league, but I think Knox County will be in the playoffs. In second place I've gone for Stockport County, who could also win the league. They finished 3rd last year with the best goal difference in the National League, even better than Sutton United, who went on to win the league. Stockport were another team that came up short in the playoffs, and I think if they finish in the playoffs again this year, they'd be desperately unlucky not to go up again. But like I've said before, it is really hard in the National League playoffs because everyone is scrapping for their lives frantically to get into the Football League and get that big payday. But I don't know, Stockport could win the league, but I've put them second, and the team I think will win the league are Torquay United. Now, Torquay were painfully unlucky last year, finishing second, missing out on winning the league by 4 points, and then losing out in the playoffs in the final against Hartlepool after their goalkeeper had scored in the last minute. The drama, oh my god, that was a stream I did. That was absolutely mental, and I felt so bad for Torquay, but only one team could get promoted from the playoffs in the end. I think Torquay United will have the fire in their belly after not getting promoted last year and really go for it. If they have a good squad come the start of the season, then Torquay are going to be my favourites. I think they've got a point to prove. So then guys, that wraps up today's video. Do leave it a big thumbs up. If you've got plenty of National League knowledge, then do get your thoughts down in the comments. Let me know if you agree or disagree with my National League predictions. It's going to be interesting because some big clubs down in the National League this year, but let me know your thoughts down there. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, and we'll see you in the next video. Peace out.